Okay, you're welcome everyone for this session of the Edify e-learning training cohort 2. We are going to be starting in a short while.
Rogers.
Okay.
I see people are still
yes,
in
they have joined. They are joined. They are joining. Yes, they are joining. So we are joining, and we are going to be starting within a short time. Our session, our first session. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think we are set. Okay, so members, you are all welcome. Thank you very much for joining us for this session. This is our first day of the e-learning training for teachers, which is going to be running for 2 weeks. And I want to appreciate all the teachers who have loaded data and have responded to this call for this training. This session, we are going to have a brief introduction to the training, and then after that, we are going to be starting immediately on the first topic for the training. So we are having a chat area. In case you have some questions, you'll be able to share them through the chat. We are going to get time and respond, but we're also going to give you time to share with us your expectations, why when you saw this call, there are some expectations that you have that made you to register and to join us this morning. So we are going to be giving you a chance to share. We had a training, which the first cohort, which was in early August, and it was a very interesting training. At the end of the training, we had some teachers had even made friends in some way, because they were, through the interactions, these sessions are really, we make them to be interactive. So you don't just come and you just attend and then you go off. We need to notice you, we need to know you, we need to connect and share. So we are going to be having practical sessions. We shall be sharing, we shall be engaging, we shall be having hands-on activities. At the end of the training, you get a certificate based on your output. So we want you to be to try to be active in this, and let us have a very good training here. Okay, so before I continue, you need to know about this program briefly. Who has organized it? Who are the stakeholders involved? And then we're also going to get the facilitators. We have facilitators on board. They are going to introduce themselves also briefly. And then we shall be able to start immediately on our first topic of the day. Yeah, so that is what we are going to be having. Now, we are going to be getting some of our other partners. They will be joining us during other phases and other sessions which will be going on. Okay, so let me start by talking about the organization which has made this possible. And this organization is known as Edify Uganda. Edify Uganda. It is a Christian organization which supports education. Christian organization that supports education and supports schools specifically. So that is Edify Uganda. It is the organization that has organized and sponsored this particular training. And so the Edify Uganda has a website, edify.org. You can come and read more about them and what they do, the core values. The mission is to improve and expand sustainable Christ-centered education globally, and improve and expand. So when you talk about improve and expand, what is there? Not to start something, but to improve. So they work with the schools which are already there, which are trying to provide an education to children, and they support them so that they improve and expand. So they get partners alongside local partners. Like, for example, here in Uganda, they are working with us as one of the partners. They have many other partners in different things that they do. They have a partner for training. They have a partner for loans. Edify has partner for education, other partners for education technology. So they work with these partners, and then we work with Edify works with the schools to make sure that they improve the quality of education, expand their schools, and build longevity in their communities. So that is one of the things that is here. So this particular training here, we are doing it remotely because of COVID, but before COVID, we had several trainings that were taking place physically in schools. And ICT teacher session, we have a team of teachers who were going to those schools, and they were supporting these schools. So Edify is in 11 countries. 11 countries. Can be able to know about Edify and the countries where it is. And Uganda is one of the latest countries, actually. If it's not the real latest. Yes, so Uganda is one of the latest. So if you go here and click on them, we also have Uganda. Yeah, so Edify is in 11 countries. We shall be seeing the part of Uganda there. Then we have why the schools? They work with low fee. The schools should be low fee, so that they are affordable by the children that Edify seeks to impact. Yeah, so the schools that deliver education for less than $1 a day, those are the schools that Edify really wants to support. Yeah, so then measure our impact. So Edify is in over 8,000 schools now, and so in addition to helping the school become sustainable, Edify helped it become Christ-centered. So Edify is a Christian organization, so they do discipleship training for staff, discipleship training for children. If there's like one of the partners they're having is Scripture Union, many of us know Scripture Union. Scripture Union in schools and its role. Yeah, so that is the vision. All children should be learning and flourishing. So in a time when they have what we call COVID and the learners are at home, it is really timely that we have interventions that can be able to support. Now we have what we call the crisis, the global education crisis, and then we have what we call the recovery plan. So as we know, many of the children don't have access to education, and this has been accelerated by what we call the COVID-19. Yes, so Edify has a plan for supporting the schools during this period. The partner schools are Christian-founded schools or schools by Christian owners who start schools. So they apply and they become part of the Christian schools that Edify is supporting. Yeah, so this particular training actually is targeting mainly teachers from these schools. We could be having some teachers who have come from other schools, because anytime they can still become staff of these schools, but the main target was the schools, the partner school teachers. So in Uganda, nearly 400,000 children are not in school, according to UNESCO. And some of them attend UPE schools, but still, even in the UPE schools, okay, let me first share this very well. Let me first continue sharing. Okay, let me continue sharing. Let me first share the entire screen here. Okay, so I was talking about that many of the children, even in UPE schools, cannot read and write even their own names. So that is a big challenge. So Edify comes in, we have the 78% literacy rate, and Edify began here in 2019. That is only 2 years ago, 2019, and 2019. So Edify has been doing training, 3,144 training, school leaders have been trained, and then teachers. So Edify has been focusing a lot on school leaders, administration, so that the schools can be sustainable. School leaders are trained on how to manage the schools so that they can continue. So schools like this one here can be given loans to put up a classroom block, to put
I think Rogers has got issues. Members, do you hear me?
Yes, George, I can hear you.
Yes, we are hearing you.
So what do we do? And he was supposed to present this with Edwin. Will Edwin join us? Do you think Edwin will join us?
I'm not sure whether Edwin is going to join us, but I know Rogers is getting back shortly.
Okay, then what we do, George?
Yes, please.
We, the facilitators, can introduce ourselves. As for me, I'll do it during my presentation. Is that okay?
Yeah, that is just perfect.
For facilitators for this particular cohort. So do we start with you, George?
It's okay.
Okay.
Though I'm going to be the last, I'm going to be handling my session towards the end of the training, but I'm glad for the opportunity. My name is George Emorut. I'm a teacher of ICT, and I also do quite very many things which are related to ICT, things like videography, photography, web design. I also do a lot of ICT training. Training people who are interested to learn short skills-based ICT courses. And I do also digital marketing and many more other things as I will be sharing during the course of this training. I'm so happy to meet all the members who have been in position to sign up and join this training. It's a very good training that I believe that is going to impact all of you, because technology is the way to go. As a teacher, you ought to become a digital teacher in order for you to remain relevant in the current trend. So I'm so happy, and I look forward to more fruitful interactions with you people. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Who else is ready? Is Mr. Mukisa ready, or Mr. Sechito? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Mukisa.
I'm Godfrey Mukisa. I've decided to specialize in digital literacy training, and I'll be taking you through Google Workspace Part 1 where we're going to look at Gmail, Chrome, Google Drive, and Google Docs.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mukisa. Do we have Mr. Sechit online?
Yes, please.
Please tell members who you are.
Hello, good morning, members. You're all welcome to this session. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you very clear.
Okay, I'm Sechito Henry by names, commonly known as Henry the Computer Guy. I'm an ICT teacher at Machindi Secondary School, Vienna High School, Kaboa and Equator. And I'm going to be your facilitator in one way or the other. So just feel free to ask anything that you have not understood. And I'm actually you're going to enjoy the session because you're going to learn more of what you knew, but you didn't know how to use them. So I'm looking forward to interacting with you through all this session. That is all I can say.
Okay, thank you, Henry. Henry.
Yeah.
Henry.
Yes, please.
I request you to be on call. I request you to be on call. In case I also go off like Rogers because of maybe network or power. I request you to help me take the rest of PowerPoint, just in case I go off.
It's okay. I'm on.
Okay, then. Okay, Rogers is back. I think we will have some. You will have some.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Dumba, for I don't know. I had put in it, I think, a different line, which I had not loaded data, but I think on a different line. So this one had a few MBs and I jumped off. Yeah, those are some of the things. One of the things, actually, some of the experiences we are going to be learning through e-learning realities. And in case someone goes off, I'm glad that I have colleagues on who were able to take on. Now, our time has really been spent. And I was talking about Edify Uganda, and I was concluding actually about it. I was just sharing about the Edify team in Uganda and what they have been doing here. So we shall be learning more about Edify along the way. We shall also get a team, the staff from Edify. They will be coming to engage, to discuss, and we share more about, and we interact with them even towards the end of the training. Yeah, so that is basically what we can say about Edify. But maybe before we get back in, so yeah, so this was Edify. So I'm going to send you this link in the chat, and I'm going to be requesting members to read. You can get time and you visit the website of Edify and you read more about what they do. Okay. So the other organization that I wanted us to know about is known as the Christian School Owners Association of Uganda. And this is an organization which works together with Edify. Edify and Christian School Owners Association are partners. Because Edify is dealing with schools, Christian schools, so they found it easy to connect with the Christian School Owners Association to be able to connect with the school directors and be able to further the agenda of Christian education. So there's a website here, nacsu.org. You can also find time and you read more about the Christian School Owners Association. They have a team. And they have an office. They have a team and an office. The president is known as Mr. Benedict Sazi. You can be able to get his contact on this website. He's the founder and president. And then we have Bernard Oguti, who is the administrator. We have Mr. Richard Mwonge, the treasurer, and Miriam Miriam Navaigwa, yeah, who is the secretary. So these are their contacts here. In case your school is a Christian school and it wants to be part of the Edify program, you want to get loans from Edify, you want to participate in the leadership trainings, you want to support computer lab loan, you want to start up a new classroom block, you join the Christian School Owners Association, and then they will give you guidelines on how you can access those things from Edify. You'll get trainings for your staff. You'll get a lot of things. So there are a lot of benefits. You can be able to read more about how you can become a member as a school of the Christian School Owners Association. You go to the website, you click on the About page, you'll be able to see the contacts. Yeah, and this Christian Owners Association also, we are having a program for online lessons, which has been going on. Right now we are in a break. It is going to be resuming next week. It has also been coordinated by the Christian School Owners Association. Learners have been learning on Zoom for some time now. Okay, so finally, we have what we call the ICT Association. ICT Association is just an association of teachers of technology, and the people who are going to be interacting with you most now are members of ITAU. These will be the trainers, because this is a technological training. When we call you for a discipleship training, you'll be getting trainers from Scripture Union or from Amani, or from, we have other, Edify has other partners, but for this one is a technical training, so we are having trainers from ITAU. Yeah, so you'll be able to interact with us. We are professional people as far as ICT is concerned, and we have put together a team of facilitators who are going to be supporting. We have written an article here about this bachelor training, where you can be able to read more about cohort 2 of Edify e-learning training for teachers, which is starting today, and the objectives. There is a video here. You want to watch what happened in the previous training. Yeah, so we are going to be sharing information on our website regarding this training. And I'm very glad that you members, you have joined us. So this one here gives us basic information about what this training is about. The training is organized by Edify Uganda. It's coordinated by Christian School Owners Association, which has actually invited many of you and has been giving us many of your contacts, and then implemented by the ICT Teachers Association of Uganda, which is the team here, which is here to support you. Yeah, so that is basically what we are having. We shall be having more sessions to learn more about Edify. So during my absence, I don't know whether my colleagues got a chance to speak. If you never got a chance, I'm going to give you a chance, just 1 minute. Then finally, Mr. Dumba, who is going to be our speaker for today, is going to take on and proceed with the rest of the session. Of course, we are still around. We are going to be giving additional support. Yeah, so yeah, so let me first give a chance to my colleagues here, the other facilitators, as we are going to be training in this special training. Maybe I've not talked about the training objectives. I've not talked about the training platforms like the Google Classroom, the WhatsApp group. Some of those things, maybe we shall highlight them towards the end. Yes, Mr. Dumba, you have your hand up. You have something you want to say immediately. Yes, Mr. Dumba, you have your hand up.
I had gone also, I had lost co-host rights.
All right, it's fine. So, Mr. Emarut, have you greeted the members?
Yes,
Yes,
when you were
I did introductions.
Okay. You finished, eh?
Yes.
Okay, then Mr. Mkisa and Mr. Henry. Okay, so we have those. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, maybe let me just talk about the training platforms that we are having briefly. So we are having a number of platforms which we are going to be using for this training. We are having a Google Classroom. This Google Classroom is what we are going to be using to put the assignment. And we are going to train you on what we call Google Classroom later on. But for now, what we want to request you is to join the Google Classroom. So we are having what we call Google Classroom. So what you are going to do is you are going to go to your, if you have a computer, let me first start with the computer. You will go and you type Google Classroom on your Google. So Google Classroom on your Google, you search on your internet, in your browser, you search for Google Classroom. So when you search for Google Classroom, it brings this. You click on Classroom. There is what we call Classroom here. Now, when you click on that, it is going to bring the classrooms that you are in. So for me, currently, I'm having several classes I am in, but for you, you will not see anything here. You will just see a blank. You will not see any class here. So what you will do, you click on this. There's a link up here, a plus that you click on, and on that plus, you'll click on join class. You click on join class. So when you click on join class, it will ask you to put in a class code. So this class code, you type in Q, J O Y Q A 7. Okay, so that is what you will type in, and then when you type in there, you click on join. So it is going to ask you. So you should make sure you type it correctly. If you type it wrongly, then it will not work well. Okay, so you should be able to type in correctly. So you type in Q. Yeah, you should type in correctly that class code. Now, for me, I think because of being the teacher in this Google Classroom, it is not allowing. But let me first open it. It is here. This is the Google Classroom. It is Q. The passcode is QJ. You should write this one somewhere. You write this class code somewhere on. Use your pen and write it somewhere on a paper. QJ. OYQA7. So this is the class code that you need. So you should be able to type that. So the instruction was simple. Let me just repeat it just one more. So you type google.com. Let me switch the account to another. Let me switch to another account. Okay, so for you, when you go to google.com, maybe you will not be logged in. So it will bring this. So you put in your email. So you put your username, like mine is makalerojas@gmail.com. And then from there, I put in my password as well. And then I click on next. So it is going to ask me to, okay, it's fine. I click on not now. So it is going to sign me in. So you should be logged in. Here, your name here, it is going to bring here up. So you can be able to do what? Okay, so yeah, so I was saying here that when you go to Google, the first thing that I want us to know is we are having a digital classroom. So I wanted us to learn how to join that classroom. Yeah, so the first thing you need to do is to log into your Google account. So you go to Google, you search for Google, and you log in. If you are using a phone, you are already logged in, because most of the phones, they require you to log into your phone with your email. So you come here at the top. You can even come at the top here and you look for Google Classroom. It's one of the apps here, or you search for it on Google. So you open Google Classroom. So now here I'm doing it using a different phone. So from there, you click on this part and then you click on join class, and then you put in the class code and then you click on join. The class code should be able to work. Okay, so it has made me to enter. So that's what you are going to be doing. So this is where we are going to put the work, and it is going to be marking. We are going to be having the results here, and everything is going to be at that point. That is the first task that we are having, that we are supposed to do, to be in the training Google Classroom. Okay, so that is the one thing that you need to do. Then the other thing is the WhatsApp group. We are having also a WhatsApp group. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, we are going to open. The WhatsApp group has been silent, but after this meeting today, we are going to open it and we are going to be interacting. Yeah, so ever since we created the WhatsApp group, it has been silent, but we are going to be opening it, and then we shall be interacting. The reason why we decided it to be silent at the start is because we wanted to communicate the rules of the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp is something which is normally misused sometimes, and people can join a group when they don't know the rules, then they start posting things which are not related to the training or to the group policy. So that's why we kept the group closed until when we have finished the orientation, for us who can be able to know that now this is what we are going to be doing in this group. So in the group, we are going to be really focusing on issues to do with e-learning. Yeah, so issues to do with e-learning and this particular program. You ask about any of the technologies, you ask a question, you say, I'm stuck here. The facilitators are going to be on, and they are going to be responding to any issues that are going to be coming up in the group. Yeah, so that is one thing that we are going to be doing. So I'm going to share the link to the group as well. If you are not yet in the group, you should be able to join the group and then communicate accordingly. Yeah, so we are going to be sharing that link in the chat. Yeah, so it will be easy for you to just tap that link, and then you join the group, and then you can be part of the training. Yeah, so that is one other thing that we are supposed to do accordingly. Yeah, so the training platforms, we have the WhatsApp group, then finally we have the Zoom, and already we are on Zoom. So the WhatsApp group link, I've just shared it in the chat. You should be able to see it. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, you just tap on that link, which is there in the chat, and then you take a minute to join that particular group, because we are going to be sending some other communication there. It is going to be our support area for us to share. Yeah, so one of the things we need to, and as we use these tools, we need to be learning how we are using it. So we also expect you that in your school, if you are considering to use something like WhatsApp, you should be able to know how to administer it, know when to close it, know when to open it, know how to change its settings. So this is the group, and I'm seeing a lot of members here have joined already. It is known as COHORT2 Edify e-learning training, and we are having the training. The group information is here. There's the policy here. The group policy. There's a group there's a group policy here. Only posts related to e-learning are allowed, and when the group is closed, you can contact any of the admins for help. So for now, let me open the group. So I can allow send messages, and I say all participants can now send messages, because now they know what to do in the group. Yeah, so in case you violate the group policy, you don't blame anyone when you are removed from the group. Yeah, because you'll be diverting us from the reason why the group was created. Yeah, so WhatsApp has to be administered like that, even as a school, whenever you create any WhatsApp, otherwise you'll be surprised by what people will post in the group, and you will regret why you even created the group. So that is one thing that I want the teachers to know and to be vigilant about. So those are the two things: WhatsApp group for chatting and asking for support, strictly e-learning. The Google Classroom is your place where you're going to be doing the assignments. When we put the work, it will be appearing here under classwork, and you'll be able to see the classwork. Right now, there is nothing, but we are going to put some work immediately after this session. Yeah, so basically, that is to do with the introduction about Edify, about the Christian School Owners Association, about ICT Teachers Association. Those are the organizations you should know about, and then about the Google Classroom and WhatsApp group, and also about the facilitators that are with you here. And also, maybe the other thing is about the schedule. Let me finalize with the schedule. The schedule is already here on the website of the ICT Teachers Association. We are going to be sharing the link again and the detailed schedule. But for today, we are going to be looking at creating slides. Creating slides, that is one of the first things that a teacher does if he's to teach remotely. You know how to create good slides, not just mere creating slides, but engaging slides which will impact and will help and facilitate the lesson. And also creating videos. We shall be looking at it later on. Then we have email and Google Drive tomorrow, and Google Docs at 4. Then on Wednesday, we shall be looking at Zoom. How do you set up Zoom and administer it well? What are the do's and don'ts? How do you make your Zoom? Now, like in today's meeting, you can see it is orderly. It is not having a lot of noise. Not everyone is speaking the way he wants. We have muted you on purpose. So because if you're on Zoom and you don't do some of these things, it can fail to work for you. So that is one thing that we should be looking at. We shall also look at Google Meet, which is an alternative to Zoom. Then we shall look at how to create a school YouTube channel, looking at what other schools are doing right now. Many schools are creating YouTube channels. Why and how can you create one? And also a school blog. We shall look at examples of a school blog or website. How you can create one, even yourself, you can create it. You don't think that it's very hard, you can do it. Then we shall be looking at that. Then we shall look at Google Classroom versus WhatsApp. I've already been telling you about Google Classroom and WhatsApp. And so we shall be comparing the two. How do you use them? What do's and don'ts? Which settings do you do to make sure that it is effectively running well for you as a school or as a teacher? Finally, we shall look at Colibri. Colibri is software for creating a digital library. On the Christian Owners Association, we already have Colibri. It is installed. When you go to the website of Christian School Owners Association, you'll find a part where there is Colibri. So we shall be teaching you how do you create something like this, and it can be accessed without internet. We shall be telling you more details about how you can create Colibri, which is having a lot of educational materials that are available, that you can be able to, you can create a digital library for your children. Even when you're at home, you can be sending them tokens and import materials for reading for all classes. So we shall be telling you more about Colibri as well during this particular training and how you can set up one for yourself. Finally, on Saturday, we shall give general e-learning tips and strategies, and then we shall conclude the training. Now, you see we have compacted this training. The first cohort, they took 2 weeks, but for you, you are doing it in 1 week, and you're even doing the school blog, which cohort 1 never did. So you are having more work in less time. So I want you to tighten your belts and give this time. Don't just attend a Zoom session and then you come back and attend the next one tomorrow without doing anything. Join this training because you want to get a particular skill. And like we said, we shall only give certificates to people who will do all the assignments. We don't want to certify you and say that you have learned how to create a Colibri library when you have not. So make sure that you take time when you come for the 1 hour. you 1.5 hours, you attend, then you take another 1 hour off, and then you do the work that has been given. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to request Mr. Henry Sechito. I think Mr. Dumba is off. Mr. Henry Sechito, you're going to stand in. You are going to stand in for him, and you're going to be telling us about slides. But before that, maybe let me first get some questions as Mr. Henry prepared to take us in the presentations. Let me get some questions from the members. If you have any questions, you put up the hand using there's a feature for putting up a hand. You put up a hand, you have a question. I don't know whether the introduction has been comprehensive, what the training is about, who are people involved, what is the schedule, what are you expected to do. If you have any questions, you can put up a hand. I would also ask members, you can also tell us your expectations. If they are not being met, you can tell us and we can see how we can be able to adjust. I've seen 3 hands, and I think these are the 3 hands that are going to get a chance. Other members will give us maybe feedback at the end. So I'm going to let us listen from Mrs. Muhumuza. Mrs. Muhumuza. Mrs. Muhumuza, you can, if you want, you can turn on your video and we see as you speak that we can know, we can be able to get here from you. Mrs. Muhumuza, okay. This is your turn now.
Yes, good morning to everyone.
Morning.
My question is, I just wanted to know, the sessions run from 10 to what time?
Okay. The sessions are 1.5 hours maximum. It can be 1 hour and then the other 1 hour for questions and answers. Yeah, because in the first phase we're using only 1 hour, but we saw always we're going beyond. So we shall be targeting at 1 hour, but we may go beyond by 30 minutes. So 1.5 hours. So from 10 to 11:30.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm so grateful for this program.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so another member. There is Springs of Wisdom. Springs of Wisdom, I don't know, you could try to see if you can rename yourself, but you're from Springs of Wisdom School. And what you do is you first reduce your sound or you remove the loudspeaker before you can be able to connect again, because there was a big echo on your side. So try again. Springs of Wisdom.
Yes, please.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So, my question is, I want to know the telephone number for that person concerning with the WhatsApp group, so that people can send the message and they join. Thank you.
Okay. So the WhatsApp number. Okay, you can send a WhatsApp message to my number. We have some numbers on the website of ICT Teachers Association. Let me just show it here. So when you go to the website of ICT Teachers Association, you see the number. The number is here at the top. It is 256. You should be able to see the number at the top there on the website of the ICT Teachers Association. It's here. It is 256 0776 960 740. Yeah, you can also use this one. This is for another colleague for Airtel, and you just send a message and say, please add me to the group. We can be able to add you to the group. Yeah, I think that is fine. But like I said earlier, there is a link that I shared. There is a link to the WhatsApp group. A WhatsApp group allows you to join without even looking for someone's number. You just, as an admin of the group, you can copy this link and then you send members. So I'm sending you the link. Again, once you tap that link in your chat, you just join the group without even disturbing anyone. You just join the group yourself and you'll be in the group. Yeah, but you can call us using the numbers I've shared, or you can be able to contact us in that regard. Okay, finally, Imelda. Yes, Imelda. Imelda. Okay, Imelda is not there. Okay, I think Mr. Dumba is back. Mr. Dumba is fine, is back. So Mr. Dumba, you're welcome. We had feedback from the participants and we are now set. We have also answered their questions. Since you are back, let me make you a co-host and then you take over the session.
Okay, thank you, Rogers.
Okay.
Rogers? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
So can I start?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Dumba Stephen, and I want to introduce PowerPoint to you. How are we going to do this? Our topic today, among several topics, the first topic is PowerPoint basics for teachers. I am Dumba Stephen, and first, about me, I'm a teacher of ICC over 15 years. I also repair computers. I am a web designer and a techpreneur. I teach ICT at my small school. It's on School of Computing. And then I repair computers at Still My Place is on Internet Cafe in Bingo, where I also happen to be contracted by several schools, among which are like I've been to Trinity College in Nabingo, I've been to St. Peter's in Zambia, I've been to St. Martin's, Kenya. I've even been across the country repairing computers. In web design, I have worked on several websites of schools. The most current project of which we have 3 current projects: Trinity College in Nabingo, Chambago College School, India College School, St. Aloysius, SS Nabingo, and many others. And then I'm a techpreneur. What I mean is we have a web design business with the previous speaker, Mr. Rogers Makalere. It's called Ease on Web Services. I have an internet cafe with 2 branches, one in Nabingo and another in Sanji. And then we have a startup called senior1.org. And then we have also another online business called Masokuru, where you can watch movies and things like that. But if I'm to go to why we are here today, we want to learn how to use PowerPoint. Some of us already know how to use PowerPoint, but for the absolute beginners, why are we choosing to teach PowerPoint? First of all, this presentation software gives you the ability to present your lesson in point form. If you're teaching maybe about countries in East Africa. You'll come and list out the countries: Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and so on, and maybe South Sudan. And then you'll talk a lot about those countries. But on your slide, you'll just have the outline. And then in your lesson, PowerPoint will help you or your students concentrate on the primary parts of a lesson. Let us look at a geography lesson or a history lesson. The paragraphs can be maybe 5 lines. 5 lines of a paragraph explaining just one point. So, but in PowerPoint, what we do, we just hint on the point, and then the teacher does the explanations. PowerPoint also has animations which help engage or keep the learners hooked throughout the lesson. You see, a lesson can be boring when someone is simply looking at text. And so with PowerPoint, the ability to put animations helps the learners stay engaged as they look through the animations and transitions. But in today's lesson, it's going to be short, of course. It will not be as comprehensive as a real PowerPoint lesson is supposed to be. But we are here to highlight. And I expect that by the end of this session, all of us here can launch a PowerPoint presentation. We can create slides. We can add text and images. We can work with transitions, animations, and then even finally, you can present. That's what I expect from each of you. And in fact, by the way, to earn our certificate, you must have a presentation made by you. We are not just here to pass time and earn certificates. Our certificates really have to show that we really learned what we were meant to learn. But as you're dealing with PowerPoint, there are the words will come to here, and they may be new to you. I'll highlight just 4 major words. One of the words is a presentation. When you hear someone talking of a presentation, what are they meaning? A presentation is a series of slides. A presentation is a series of slides with text. Maybe you have a heading, and then a line or 2 about that heading, and then maybe a picture to illustrate what you meant, and then a few animations to add some fun to it. After presentation, you'll hear the word slides. Slides, 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 and slides. A presentation is made up of several slides. Those slides are single pages. For example, single pages in your presentation. For example, if we are talking about maybe the history of Uganda from independence up to now, and we were to highlight the presidents we've had since then. One of the slides will have one president. The time maybe he was with us. He served Uganda, and then after the time when he stopped, just a few items about a particular president. Then on the next slide, you'll have another president, and so on. So that is what we call a slide. And then another word that you have to use or get used to is the word transition. Now, because a presentation is made up of slides, when you're moving from one slide to another, the effect that occurs between those 2 slides is what we call a transition. As you're transiting from one slide to the next. Like, let me illustrate. We are on this slide. Let me just look at the previous slide. You see that the slides are moving. PowerPoint has several transitions to choose from. So when I go to the next slide, you see that another slide is sliding and the other one disappears. Then you're now looking at the new slide. So that's what we call a transition. And then one of the other things we are going to use so much, we are going to use not necessarily so much, animations. An animation is a specific effect on a particular item. For example, if you have a picture, maybe a picture, a map of Uganda. How does it draw a person's attention during the presentation? It could shake, it could wobble, it could dance around, just to grab the attention of the learners. So basically, those are the words we are going to, you have to get used to. Now, but as you're making a presentation, it is easier to make a presentation, by the way. In a few minutes, you can have, in just 5 minutes, you can make a presentation. But the question is, was your presentation good? What makes a good presentation? Your presentation is supposed to be short and to the point, whatever you put on the slide, and then use appropriate fonts. Don't worry, I will list this in, I'll share this in the group. And then you will also use proper contrast color. Then there are cases where you have things like data. For example, you're talking about the population of different countries on the continent in Africa, on the African continent. How do you visualize this data? Do you simply put figures? Uganda's population is 40 million, that of Kenya is 57 million, and that of South Africa is, it doesn't add appeal to your presentation. So sometimes you could visualize it. I illustrate it as we make our first presentation. And then much as transitions add good effects to your presentation, overusing them is not good, and that won't make a good presentation. So our first presentation. Here, perhaps, let me first ask, we have, by show of hands, who of us here is using a laptop? Do we have anyone here using a laptop? Are we all using phones? We are 49 of us, and all of us, am I the only one using a laptop? Weber Stephen, Crispin Sitali, Bell Kadu, someone with the Galaxy S8 Plus, George Okuta. Oh yeah, I have Peace here. I have George. So let me Peace, let me engage you. Hello, Peace. Would you please unmute and talk to us?
Hello.
Yes, good morning, Peace. Is it morning or is it afternoon?
Good morning. Good morning to you, Sebo.
Okay, are you using a laptop?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now I'm going to request that I don't know. Could you share your screen? Are you able to share your screen with us so that you illustrate to us how we are going to launch our first presentation? Is it possible? Don't worry.
I'm not ready because my screen has your screen on it.
Oh, no, we can change that.
Okay,
Hello?
so I just share my screen.
Yeah, first, what we need first,
yes,
is the ability. What we need is your ability, if you're ready. I can take you through.
Yes, I think you can take me through.
Okay, in our first presentation, what we are going to learn is, as you show our colleagues,
yes,
we must be able to launch the application.
Okay.
Then we should be able to save this presentation. We should be able to add and populate slides.
Okay.
Then a few animations and transitions.
Okay.
And then also present. Is that fine with you?
I can try.
Yeah, I'll be talking you through the steps. Don't worry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, then. So I'll stop my share. And then we are going to make our presentation. So please.
Yes, please.
At the
Share
bottom
my
of your
screen.
screen. Yes,
Yes.
please. Share your
Okay.
screen.
So I've shared.
Thank you so much, Peace.
Yes.
I'm going to. Oh. Okay, Peace.
Yes, please.
At the bottom of your screen.
Yes.
Is a word search the web and Windows. You see that?
Yes, I see it. Yes.
So you're going to type PowerPoint.
Okay.
PowerPoint is one word.
Okay.
So it comes at the top.
Oh,
PowerPoint,
yes.
216. So you're going to know at the top, at the very top.
Oh, at the top. Okay, yes.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
So you tap, you click.
Yes, I've clicked.
Now here.
Should I close this?
Yeah, you close that.
Okay.
And then, do you see the word blank presentation?
Yes, I see it.
So you're going to click blank presentation.
Okay.
And here we are. We are able to launch PowerPoint.
Okay.
Yes, we are comfortable. Yeah, thank you. And then what you notice, there is a white box towards the top on the left. You see that white box?
Yes, I see it.
That is what we call a slide.
Yes.
A PowerPoint presentation will be made up of multiple slides.
Yes.
Let me just illustrate. You're going to illustrate for us how to create another slide. Let us assume we are going to create 5 slides.
Okay.
I want you on your keyboard to hold down Control plus the letter M.
Control M?
Yes, M for mother.
Okay.
Control M.
Let me just do something I can't see clearly. Okay, Control M. Okay, yes.
Control plus M. You
5.
see that?
Okay.
So we now have, if you notice, we have slides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
But these slides don't have any information on them.
Yes.
Now let us also assume that you created these slides by accident. You didn't intend to. You're going to right click on slide 2.
Slide 2?
Right click.
Okay, yeah.
And then choose delete slide.
Okay.
So I want you to delete the slide 2, 3, and 4 so that we have only one slide.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
We lost you.
I'm here. Oh, you don't have me? Should I share again?
Yeah, please share your screen.
Where am I? Oh, I have to go back to Zoom.
Yes, you go back to Zoom.
Share screen.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's shared. Okay.
Yeah. Now we have a presentation with just one
slide.
One slide, right?
Yes.
Yeah. One of the for earlier versions of Windows.
Yeah.
Sorry, of Office or earlier versions of PowerPoint.
Yes.
It is a good habit to keep saving our work as we create.
Okay.
So how are we going to save our work? You're going at the bottom left, at the top left of your presentation is the word file. So you're going to tap file. I tap on file? Yes, file.
There we are.
So this brings you the backstage view. That is what we call the backstage view. And then just 1, 2, 3, around 5 steps down, you find the word save as.
Save as, yes.
Yes, save as.
Okay, yes, okay, save as, there we are.
Yeah. Now we are going to pretend you are the country director. Let us assume you're the country director of Edify.
Okay.
And you have to create a presentation for maybe to officials of the Ministry of Education.
Okay.
So let us click on the word. You see the word desktop in the
Yes,
middle
I
of your
see.
screen.
Yes.
So you tap desktop,
Okay.
and then where you see the word presentation, we are going to put our own. We are going to put our own name. Let us type Edify Uganda. Edify Uganda.
Okay.
Thank you. And
I
then you
see.
tap save.
Okay.
Then you tap save. So our presentation now has a name. If you notice at in the middle top of your screen, you have the name Edify Uganda PowerPoint. You see that?
Where exactly?
At the top
Yes.
of your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. Move to the right.
This side?
Oh no. Move to the right.
This way. Yes.
Okay. Now in the middle of the screen, up.
Are you seeing it?
Yes, I am. Okay, do you see the word? Okay, no worry. Still, for us, we are seeing Edify Uganda. So that is our first.
Okay.
Our first presentation and slide. However, let us first look. What are the colors of Edify? You don't just create a presentation for. I hope people know what FAR means, for lack of a better word. Now, if Edify, their color is bluish, you might want your presentation also to have the theme color blue, isn't it?
Okay, yes, that's true.
Yeah. Now let us first choose a design. This design here that we have is dull. And remember, the purpose of creating presentation is to keep people engaged. So when your slide is boring, your people will sleep during the presentation. Now let us choose a design. And how are you going to do that? You remember where the word file is?
Yes.
Next to the word file, what word do you see? No, don't click file. Just back.
Okay.
No,
I go back.
Above home, above the word home.
Oh, home. Okay.
There is a back, no above.
Oh, this one. Okay. So file.
After that file, what do you see?
Above file?
No, after, just to the right.
Home.
And then next.
Insert.
And then next.
Design.
Now you're going to tap design.
Okay.
Is that so?
Yes, now, I've tapped design.
Yeah, we have a variety of designs. You see those designs, those things with a capital A and a small a?
Yes.
So those are the designs we are going to choose from.
Yes.
I want to give you a chance to choose a design. Which one would you choose?
Did you say we need to use blue? Is
the choice is yours.
This is too much blue. I don't know.
No worry.
Okay.
No worry. We can go with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, at the bottom, you find the word click to add title.
Okay.
And then you're going to type the word Edify-Uganda.
Edify Uganda?
Yes, please. Uganda.
Yes.
And then where you say click to add subtitle, perhaps we can put your name.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. Now, first, let us think about what are we going to talk about Edify Uganda in our presentation. One of the things we can talk about Edify Uganda is the mission.
Okay.
And then maybe we shall talk about the statement of faith. Where else in the world is Edify found?
Okay.
Then as Edify, what do we do? Where is our office? What is the team? I mean, how is our team? Who is on our team? And maybe the impact. Just a few slides.
Okay.
Are you fine, please?
Yes, yes, please.
Can we go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now I want you to go back. Do you see the word insert on our menu?
Yes, I see it. It's here.
So you click insert.
Okay.
Insert, and then we want to add a new slide. It's the very first button. So click.
Okay.
And just choose. So we want to put maybe our mission and who we are. Let us choose the second.
I choose this one. Should I choose this one?
Yes, no problem.
Okay.
And then we shall click. And then when you see click to add title,
yes,
we are going to put type Edify's mission.
Okay.
Mission. And then down where I say click to add text.
Yes.
Let us type to improve and expand sustainable Christ-centered education. Christ-centered education globally. Sorry. It's not properly, it's globally. From the word
globally, okay.
Thank you. Now, this is a presentation, and one of the qualities of a good presentation is having the text legible enough. Big enough for a person to read from a distance, but again, not too big. So what we are going to do, we are going to select that text. Will you help us select? Fine. Now let us go to the home button.
Font, yes, here. Okay.
I wanted us to use the home button. Home.
Oh, the home button, home.
Yes.
Okay, here.
And then just after 22, there is a letter A. I want you to continue tapping until you feel that's enough.
You want me to do what?
Click
on this
maybe
one?
2 or 3 times, yes, please.
Oh, okay. I've clicked 3 times.
Let us add. Yeah, we are now using our eyes to see whether this is fine. Perhaps that is okay.
Okay.
So we put to improve and expand. So that is our mission, right?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes, please.
And then let us choose the word edify, Edify's mission. Edify's mission. I want you to choose it, to select it, highlight. Let us use font color. You see that there is a letter A with a red underline. Just on the side, there is a drop down arrow.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay.
And then choose a blue, a dark shade of blue.
This one.
Perhaps.
Is that okay?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Should we increase the size of the letters?
Okay, you can also try that out.
Because this is a topic.
Then let's click just maybe one more time.
Let's do this.
That's enough. No, don't take it so much. Just, perhaps that one will work.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Sure, I think so.
Okay. Now we have our heading here as Edify's mission, and now we are concentrating on to improve and expand sustainable Christ education globally. So as a presenter, you will talk about this mission because you are Edify, you understand Edify, but you are giving the people you're presenting the opportunity to concentrate on the mission itself. That is the mission, and then your explanation comes with your words. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
So now from there, let us see what is their statement of faith. Now, you can either go to insert, and then, is it insert? This slide. You have that option, but don't choose that for now. That is option one. The other option we have is you can right click on slide 2.
Okay.
Right click and then duplicate.
Slide.
Duplicate. No.
I duplicate. Okay.
Right click and delete. So you're going to right click.
I duplicate.
Yes.
Okay.
When you duplicate, it saves you the hassle of changing font size. Hello?
It gives me the what?
It saves you the hassle of dealing with font size, font color, those things. Exactly. So you have almost the same template. So let us replace the word Edify's mission with statement of faith.
Okay.
Statement. So you already have your statement in the color that you chose and the size that you chose, right? Is that okay, please?
Yes.
We are going to replace this with we believe.
Okay.
We believe. And then you open quotes.
I do what?
Open quotes.
Oh.
The time has come. The time has come, comma. Then you close quotes. Close quotes.
I close the quotes?
Yes, please.
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there is something that I wanted you to ask her to do. You see, sometimes when we are creating slides as teachers, we can copy the words from textbooks, from other sources, we had copies, papers, and we digitize and make them now digital format. Or we could get some information from the internet. Now, since her computer is connected to the internet, I wanted her to just copy that sentence because it is there on the website, such that she demonstrates that skill of copy and paste, copying, getting things from the internet and putting on your presentation. I don't know whether it can.
Hello, please.
Yes, please.
Will that be easier for you?
Like to go to the Edify.
Copy text and then we paste.
So I go to the Edify website.
Open the browser. Open Firefox.
Okay, I use Chrome.
Okay, it's fine.
So I have to minimize this one.
Yeah, right. And then so edify.org. Edify.org.
Okay.
So enter. So we are looking
and
for
about us. Uganda about us.
And then
Statement
you go
of
to
faith.
statement of faith.
Mhm.
Don't click on about us, just go and point on it, then the drop down comes and then you.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yes.
Just there is a drop down
Mhm.
statement of faith. So scroll down and
So you just copy that sentence, the first.
Just this one, the first one.
let us copy only that sentence.
Okay.
Now right click, copy. Now let's go to our presentation.
Where was I? Yeah.
Okay, one. It is to the left. You see the letter P.
Letter P.
Letter P on the left. You can
Down.
go to the bottom.
Here.
Now towards the right, there is a letter P.
On my screen, you're seeing it on my
Yes.
screen.
The red icon.
You see,
afterward.
Okay, do you see the word search the web and Windows?
Yes, I see it.
The fifth button after
this
that.
one. Okay, I've seen it. Okay. Okay, so I paste it here.
So I first highlight that. Right click.
Okay.
And then choose the letter A. Use the letter under paste options. No. The next, the last, that one.
This one. Okay.
Yes, this will maintain our format.
Okay.
The time has come, Jesus said, and so on and so forth. You get that?
The kingdom. Okay.
Now,
Yes.
So the statement of faith is longer.
Yes.
But since we are in the middle of a class, let us just use that, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Now, perhaps we want to talk about where else Edify is found in the world.
Okay, so I do a new slide.
You can go to new slide. And we have 11. We have 11 countries. We have 11 countries. Which one would you choose here?
Excuse me. I've not done the new slide. Where do I find?
No. Just there are many. New slide, and then move just 2 steps down.
Oh, okay. I remember. I've remembered.
You wanted to duplicate?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine also.
So I say, where else do we find Edify?
You can type Edify worldwide. Edify worldwide. Then here, you're going to erase that. Then go to the home button.
I go to the home button here.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you see the bullet just under the word review.
Under the word what?
Review.
Review. Where?
The seventh button. The seventh button on the menu.
Oh, there is this thing of Zoom, mute, whatever. How do I minimize that?
No, don't. Oh.
Let me see if I can do this. Oops.
So you see the word review now?
Let me see. Yes, I see review.
Now below, just below, there are those buttons. Just below Zoom, just below the W of review, there are buttons. Don't click on it.
I see review. I don't click on it. Okay.
Don't click on the word review.
This one.
When you tap on the drop down arrow, you will get a variety of styles of buttons.
Okay.
Which one would you choose?
Maybe this one.
Tap. And then we are going to put just maybe 3 countries.
Okay.
Burkina Faso.
Okay. Oops.
Enter. Don't worry about the spellings right now.
Oh, okay.
Ethiopia.
Okay.
Peru.
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 Okay.
So we have a list of 11 countries. So if we had time, we would list all of them down, right?
Yeah.
Now let us go back and duplicate slide 4.
Okay.
Right click and then duplicate. Then instead of Edify Worldwide, you can type what we do.
Okay.
What we do. Yeah, put your bullets again.
Okay.
So maybe we can put EdTech training for teachers.
Oops. Ooh, they're too small.
Now that was the mistake we did. So let us delete slide 2. No, slide 5. Let us delete.
Okay.
Let us duplicate slide 4. What I would do, I would click at the end of the word.
Okay, can I first redo this?
Yes, what we do.
Okay. Oh, I just
click at the end of Burkina Faso.
Okay.
So that we maintain our phone and then put EdTech training for teachers. Thank you. Then we put affordable loans for schools. And then you can put the preaching the gospel.
I beg your pardon?
Preaching the gospel.
Okay.
Cool. Now we can duplicate that too. Let us duplicate the slide. Duplicate.
Yes.
Then our team. Instead of what we do, we are going to type our team.
Okay.
So let's go down. So we are going to put Godfrey Lugolobi. Godfrey Lugolobi.
Yeah.
Then you put a dash, country director.
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there is also another skill I wanted also how to use this. How do you get a picture from the internet and put it in your slides?
Yeah, we are going to do that.
Okay.
Then let us put Edwin or Mario. Or Mario. You put a dash, EdTech officer, EdTech officer.
Yeah.
And then let us put Annette Mbabazi. Annette Mbabazi.
Yeah.
And then dash, let us put Christian Transformation Officer. Christian Transformation Officer. So you're going to duplicate that too?
The slide?
Yes, duplicate that slide.
Okay.
And then our impact.
Okay.
We can put there are 3,000 plus school leaders trained. 3,000. No, use digits. 3,000 plus.
I just said 3,000 plus.
Yeah.
Like 3,000 plus.
School leaders trained.
Yeah.
1,000 plus teachers trained. And you're one of them, isn't it?
Sure, yeah.
1,000 plus. Teachers trained. Then we can put 200 plus. 200 plus loans disbursed.
Loans, okay.
Disbursed. And now, please.
Yes, please.
If you were working on a desktop computer and power went off, you would lose all this.
Sure, yeah, that's true. Oh, but
yes.
I have battery.
No, we are teaching for everyone.
Okay.
That means you have to go to the word file. You see the word file?
File, yes.
Then above that word,
yes,
you tap on that icon. Click.
I have clicked.
Then and now our work is saved. Even if power went off, we are
Okay.
sure of our work, right?
Sure, yeah.
Then let us make one more slide.
Okay, a duplicate again.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there we are.
Then you put our office.
Office.
Our office.
Okay.
Then we can put Mawanda Road. Mawanda Road. Or Kamocha. Don't worry about the spelling.
Yes.
And then let us put our website www.edify.org. Edify.org.
Yes.
/Uganda. Uganda. And then at the finally, the contact 0777. That's an O. That's not 0. 777. Put a dash. 078 dash 032. So here we have a full presentation. But what is lacking in this presentation are a few things. We did not put pictures.
Yes.
We have not yet put slides or I mean, no, we have not put transitions or animations.
Yes.
We are just going to do that, and we shall be done with our slides to make it really good. But remember, even this is a presentation enough. But what we want is we want to make a good presentation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can we go back to our internet and get a few pictures? Maybe one or two.
And we get a what?
A
Pictures.
picture.
Okay, here we are.
Now in your browser, I want you to type.
Okay.
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when I was talking about that picture thing, she was writing about the team in Uganda. So I don't have to just go on that page of Uganda, and she picks like a photo of Olugolovi, something like that.
Okay,
but,
okay. It's fine.
So where there is statement of faith in the up there. No, in the address bar, we have what called address bar.
Go to the address bar.
You mean this one here?
Yes,
remove the word about us and put the word Uganda. Just first click.
Click again.
This one.
Yes.
You removed everything again.
Just remove.
Oh.
Okay. Type edify.org.
/ Uganda.
/ Uganda. Then enter.
I enter.
Enter.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you got the bottom.
The bottom of the whole thing.
Scroll down.
Okay, there. Go up a bit. Continue up. There. The photos are supposed to come. I think they have not come. The photos are supposed to come.
It is still loading.
So these are the three. There's Golgolovi, there is Annette, and then Edwin. They are here. So I thought you would load, and then you.
My internet is slow. It is still loading, though. Yeah.
Come.
So I pick.
Okay, now
picture.
Let's do this. You see where there is the word search the web at the bottom? Search
the web. Yes, down here, yeah?
You type snipping.
I type what?
S-N-I-P.
Oh, S-N-I-P. Yes.
So you can stop there. Do you see the word snipping tool?
Yes.
Click.
I get to new.
Yes. And then I want you to move your cursor to select just one of those pictures.
Okay.
You can even select the three of them. Continue up to the
end. Okay.
That's
and their names.
Release your mouse button.
Okay.
And then you go to file. You see the word file?
Yes. Here.
Yes. Save as. You can put team.
Okay.
On your desktop, you type the word now team.
Okay. Okay.
And then save. You can now even close that snipping tool now. You can close that. Let us go back to our presentation.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to, what was it slide?
Let me see.
Well, did you have team? Slide 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Perhaps you don't have space.
Slide 6 is there.
Right.
I think you can remove that since their names are on the pictures. Remove those words.
I remove everything?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
You click inside first.
Start at the end of officer, down.
Okay.
Good. Now let us go to insert. Now menu.
Insert. Okay.
Insert. And then pictures.
Pictures. Yes.
Yes. And then from this device.
This device. Okay.
So you tap on the desktop. So we are going to look for the team. And then open.
Oh, wow.
So we have our team there, right?
Yes. Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you, please. Now let us try out. You can do this for all other slides. Now let us try out an animation. Let us go to slide 1. And then on our menu, we have the word animations. No, sorry, transitions. The word transitions.
Yeah. Yes, this one, yeah.
Yes. And now here there are several of them.
Yes.
But remember, you have to know your audience. For a mature audience, for people like my age, you don't have to put flash transitions.
Yes.
But those are built to a younger audience.
And
then you don't have to put many of them.
Yes.
Let us go to, you see the word push?
Yes.
Let us do that.
I do push.
Click push.
Okay.
And then to save, you can put on each of these slides, you can put a different transition.
Oh, okay.
But to save time, because we are in a lesson, I want you to go just to the right and click apply to all. Just to the right. Continue to the right and then see the word apply to all. No, you're going too far.
Where?
Move 5 buttons to the right. No. From white, split, reveal, effect options. And then next, you'll see the word apply to all.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So this applies the transition to all the
slides.
All the slides.
Okay.
But for your preference, you could put a different transition on each of these slides, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay, now let us try out an animation.
Okay.
Let us go to slide 6. Let us first go to slide 6.
Slide which? Which slide?
Slide 6.
Okay.
Tap on slide 6. Let us click on the picture. Click on the picture. And then let us go after transitions, there is the word animation.
Okay.
Now, you see the word fly in.
Yes.
On the right, there is a drop-down arrow.
Yes.
On the right.
Yes.
Click. No. There's another one down.
This one. Oh, okay.
So there are many.
Yes.
We can choose, let us maybe perhaps choose swivel. You see swivel?
Swivel, yes, I've seen it. Yes.
Click. And that's the swivel. So you can put different animations on each of these.
Okay, sure.
Now, our presentation is finally done for now. It's a basic presentation. Don't worry so much about the beauty. Now you can maximize your work.
I do what?
Maximize your presentation.
How do I do that?
Okay, go to, do you see the close button towards the end? On the right.
Yes, let me just remove this.
Don't close, you don't click. There is the button in the middle between the minimize and close, that one.
This one?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Now, we are going to present our our work. How? The shortcut for doing this is F5 on your keyboard at the top.
Meanwhile,
Yes,
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
Yeah, as you wind up, because we have overshot, I've shared the registration link. Members who have attended, please touch that link and you register attendance.
Okay. Okay, now, now what you're going to do, press F5 on your keyboard. There is an F5 button on the first row of your keyboard.
Yes. Okay.
And your presentation comes.
Wow.
Then that's when you start talking about your names. Hello, I'm Peace from Edify. I'm here to tell you about Edify Uganda. Then on your keyboard, you can press the right arrow key. You know the right arrow key on your keyboard?
Yes.
You tap once.
Okay.
Then Edify's mission is to improve and expand sustainable Christ-centered education globally. Then next. I'm not seeing, I think that's it for now, Peace.
Okay, so have you stopped seeing my screen?
No, I'm still seeing your screen. I can see statement of faith right now.
So that's the presentation then.
So that's the presentation. But I want to, before we have overshot through, before we go, I want to give an assignment.
Okay, so I stop sharing my screen.
Yes, please, you can stop sharing your screen.
Thank you very much. Can I mute myself then?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Are you done? So members, our first presentation, what we've done with this, we launched the application, we saved and gave it an appropriate name, we populated our slides, we worked on the transitions and animations, and finally, we were able to present. But when you look at my slide, my presentation here, and PC's presentation, perhaps you might be tempted to choose mine. But this comes with practice. You will not make your first presentation to look as good as your neighbors. You have to practice a lot, so that you can have a presentation like this. Now, if you want help on creating better PowerPoint presentations, you will go to YouTube, and there is a colleague of ours called Ogwal Isaac. I saw he has a complete playlist of creating creating PowerPoint presentations. Ogwal Isaac. We are going to share these links with you in the WhatsApp group. And then there's also another website called GCF Learn Free. They also have a YouTube link with a YouTube playlist where they teach how to use PowerPoint presentations. And those who don't have data for watching all the 30+ videos, there is a website called inpix.net, and that is the link, inpix.net. You can go there and learn how to use PowerPoint. They use basically pictures. YouTube, you might be short of data, and YouTube may take a lot of data, and the videos are too many, 30+. I checked on Ogwal's channel, and he had, I think, 33, while GCF Learn Free has around 40. Inpix.net uses just pictures and very little text. That's another side. Now, for our assignment, dear members, each of you is going to create a PowerPoint presentation about Edify Uganda and put all the information you think is necessary if you were asked to present about Edify Uganda. And then we shall get back to you when we look through. If you have any questions, I remain Dumba Stephen. My numbers are there on the screen, 0772 111 223 or 0752 111 223, Stephen.dumba@gmail.com. However, For general questions about this project, you'll have to contact our colleague, Rogers Mukalere or Edwin, and they'll give you more information about this project. We have another session at 4 p.m. and in this one, we shall be looking at how to create videos. I hope I'll get another person who has a laptop who will download for us the software, or you can even tell me in advance, I send you the link to the software, and then you'll take us through on how to create videos. Thank you so much for your time. Over to Rogers Mukalere or any other hosts. Rogers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Dumba, for that presentation. Yeah, so members, our time is really short, and we are ending in a very few minutes. Now, I've been looking at the chat, and there is someone who said something that creating presentation. I think that was the. I think it was Patrick was saying that creating presentations is very hard for people who are having mobile, and most of us here are actually having mobile. So if you are having a mobile phone, you can still make the presentation actually, and you can be able to do it, but there you will not use PowerPoint. You have to use another. You'll have to use another app on your phone which you can use. For example, I just want to show you what you can do. This is my phone. I hope you can be able to see my phone. So when you go to your phone, the way you install the Zoom, you go and install an app called WPS Office. This one here. So you install this app. You'll find it on your Play Store. You go to Play Store. So whatever has been done there, you can be able to do it. Whatever has been done there, so you come here and then you type WPS, like that, Office. Okay, what am I searching for? WPS Office, yeah. So you'll install it and then you open it. So it will open, you agree. So this one can create all the things, can create documents, PowerPoint. It can create all the documents that you want. So you allow. So from here, I saw actually our presenter, she had WPS for desktop. So you can click on this and then you say, I want to do a PowerPoint. And then you can be able to start a blank PowerPoint, and then you start doing whatever has been done there. So you can edit, and then you put whatever you want to put, like that. So you put there your name, you add another slide. Yeah, so there are layouts here. If you want this kind of slide, you put there again, you put there maybe our team, and you put there the way we're creating. We have different layouts here. There are several layouts that you have. And then you, at the end, you put there, thank you. So you can be able to have your presentation, and you can be able to have the various things. The transitions are here, the designs are here. If you want to choose a particular design or background color, you can be able to put that, yeah. Then you can be able to get information from the internet by opening your browser. You open another app called Chrome, and from there you can be able to go and get maybe Edify. Then you can do everything with your phone. You can do everything with your phone as we have been doing with the thing. So you just take your time and do whatever you want. So if you want to copy something from here, it will display, and then you'll be able to go back to the other side, and then you paste it there the way we were offering there. So let me just try to copy something here. Let me copy this. I touch, I select everything, then I say copy. So I finished copying, so I can come into my presentation, and I come here and I paste You see, I finished pasting. I can increase my font size and everything. So after I finished doing everything, I save my presentation. I can save it on my phone or on the cloud. Let me save it under my documents, and then I save it there. Yeah, so I'm through. Then it present. If I want to present my presentation, I should be able to present my presentation. Okay, how do I present my presentation? So I should be able to present my presentation. I click on display. I turn on what you call rotation, screen rotation. I can rotate my screen. Then I turn my presentation like this, and then I say play. So I'm using a phone, but I can still present Edify Uganda. Then I go to the next and I say thank you. So I finished my presentation. Yeah, so that is something I wanted to demonstrate. We are going to send you more videos about all this. Yeah, we are going to send you. We are going to send you some information more about the videos and what you're supposed to do. So someone is asking, where are we going to put our work? Submitting the work. You join our WhatsApp group. We are going to guide you more on how you are going to submit your work. But it is going to be on Google Classroom. We are going to put up an assignment. Mr. Dumba, I think you go there and in the Google Classroom and you post that assignment which you have told us, so that members can be able to submit and work on. And we should not pile the work and wait for assignments to accumulate. Let us be working on the assignments given on that day, because tomorrow there will be another assignment. In fact, at 5 there is another assignment. So this is something that you can do within 30 minutes. So you'll go to your classwork, you go to your Google Classroom, and then you'll be able to find assignments, the assignment that is there. Maybe some people asked about they asked about the assignment. How do you get back? Someone was asking again about how do you go to the Google Classroom. Let me try to share again about it briefly. So you are going to go to Google. You go to Google, and then maybe let me use a phone. Let me use a phone this time, since I demonstrated last time. Yeah, I demonstrated last time using a computer. So let me use a phone. So if you are using a phone, you are going to go to, with a phone, there is an app called Classroom. So with a phone, you will go to still Play Store. So if you're using a phone, phones we usually use apps. So you come and type Classroom. You search Classroom and you'll see this app called Google Classroom, and it will come. Now, when it comes, it is, for me, I have already several classes here that I am part of. So for you, you will not see them. So you click on this plus at the bottom and say join class. And then you type in our class code. I don't know if there is anyone who remembers our class code. Our class code, anyone who remembers it? So our class code is QJOY. Please, you type this class code somewhere. QJOYQAY7. Like that. QJOYQA7. So click on join. Now, for me, it is saying something went wrong because I've already joined earlier. So for you, if you say join, it will take you to this group automatically. It is going to take you there. So you'll be able to find, you go under classwork and you'll find an assignment. There's no assignment here, but what you are going to see is you are going to go to, let me just show you one of the classes which have assignments. This was the Google Classroom for the previous cohort. So we have, when you go to this part, you are going to see assignment, for example, assignment on presentation. So you will see something like this. You'll see where there is a question, and then you'll be able to respond to that particular. Let me just go to another class here where I'm a learner. So when you click on classwork, you'll see something like this. You'll see an assignment. For example, I'm still a teacher here. Okay. I wanted to show you in a very simple way, but I'm seeing as if I'm a teacher in most of the classes. Okay. Okay, here I'm also a teacher. Okay, I think I'm a teacher here. Let me go to this one here. It's called Creative Child. I'm a student here. So you'll find an assignment like this. So you open, you see the assignment app. There'll be a question here that may be PowerPoint assignment 1. So you come down here and say add work. And then you can upload. So you select upload, and then you'll see your presentation. So your presentation will be, you'll be able to add your presentation like that, and then you can be able to turn in like that. So when you do that, your work will be turned in. Yeah, we are going to send you a video showing this. This particular, I can submit for this one because I was not supposed to send this here. So I've unsubmitted it, and I can delete it also. Yeah, so basically that is it for today's session. So please, the thing is, we are going to send you more about we are going to send you more guidance on the WhatsApp group. So you got the WhatsApp group. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, I'm sending the link again in the chat. Yeah, so you got that WhatsApp group, and we are going to be sending you a video to guide you on how to submit your work on Google Classroom. Yeah, so let us do that, and I think we are through. We are through with the today's session, morning session. So that is the link to the WhatsApp group. You touch on that, and then you join the WhatsApp group. We are going to be giving you more of that. Okay, thank you very much. Maybe one thing we never did at the beginning was to give a prayer. I'm going to ask one of the members, you can put up your hand. You give us a prayer for our training to be a success. By the end of the Saturday, we should be good enough. Anyone who can give us a prayer? Okay, so let us get our friend here. Our friend here, you never renamed yourself, so it brings the name Teshino instead of your name. Let me get Mr. Mugaga. Mr. Mugaga, Mr. Matuga.
Let us pray. Almighty and loving Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you for everything you have embraced us with. We thank you for Edify, and we thank you for whoever has managed to attend this first session and presentation. We guide you and we call upon the Holy Spirit to always enable our brain to understand whatever, so that we can enumerate whatever we've learned. We thank you, Jesus. As we retire now, bless each one of us and bless the works of our hands. We bless you, we glorify you in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, members, thank you very much. Have a nice lunch. Yeah, thanks very much for coming. Have a nice lunch.
Yes. Have a nice lunch too.
Okay.
Uncle?